Padres, Dodgers happening all week. They love each other. This started with Page's hit. He thought he was hit because they thought he was stealing signs that they thought that he was stealing signs.
He said that she said that I said that he said that she
Fast
said.
forward, game 2, Shohei Ohtani plunked. Dave Roberts said post-game he thought the Padres threw at him intentionally, and that's why he was upset when the Dodgers were also issued a warning. He also noted his frustration that he got ejected while Schilt was able to come out and talk to umpires after the warnings. Before Shohei, Tatis was hit. There's the photo on Instagram story that Shohei Ohtani posted.
How did Shohei take the picture of himself while he was hitting?
He took the picture and posted it. He's big on socials. He likes to post for himself.
He's that good.
All right, so there it is. I will say this was fun. I mean, he took it and then he smiled after. He's the only guy that would be like, all right, cool. Like it's a different respect level, right? With Japanese culture, he's not gonna like point at him and be like, hey, screw you, man. But Tatis got plunked, then Ohtani got hit.
Okay, but you got to go back though. You got to go through the whole thing, kind of.
Pages
got hit. Then they show Mike Schilt saying, "Who the f are you?" Right to Pages, basically saying like, "You, who are you?" And then Manny after the game said, "We wouldn't hit Pages." Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I've caught before, and I've said that to hitters. Like, we ain't hitting you. You're an out, dude. We don't want to hit you. Like, literally, like, you're an out. Like, we want to pitch to you. We hit you by mistake. Trust me. We were trying to hit you. We would hit someone good.
Right. So.
And that's kind of what Schilt and Manny were saying. But Pages is having a great year. Have you ever seen the Tommy Lasorda video of Kirk Bavacqua? If you haven't seen it, Google it. He's like, Kirk Bavacqua, I used to send a limo to get hit guys like him out, right? To make sure he was in the lineup so he didn't miss the game. There's certain guys. That's basically what they were saying.
Yeah.
Fine, I got no problem with it because this line has been around baseball forever. We wouldn't hit you. You're an out.
Page's been on fire. 4 for 4, 2 homers yesterday. He's second in the team in homers, all that.
True.
But he
compared to Shohei, Mookie, Freddie, Will Smith, Max Muncy, Teoscar, he's low on the total.
Machado is a great point. Yeah, there's plenty of guys to hit that aren't Pages.
True. And then Trevino hits Tatis. So then Vasquez says, well, I got to get somebody. The problem I have is he missed.
First, that he missed, then he won again. Yeah.
And then he got him on the second one. If you're the umpires there, you see the first one, and then he hits him on the second one, he's got to go. If you're going to give warnings, he's got to go. Because the Dodgers then don't have a chance to get back anyway. Right? That's it. That's where the mistakes lie. It lies in the fact that the umpires that he missed on the first one, and then the umpires, when he got hit, if you're giving warnings, you're saying he threw at him on purpose. That's Dave Roberts' argument.
Yes.
If that's the rule, see you later.
But that's what happens, Kratz. I feel like this is a very classic MLB situation with umpires where we don't have the retaliation game on point. So the warning gets issued and it's like, yo, we didn't even do it. We didn't even do anything.
No.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it hit Tatis. So it was time to get somebody back. And it should have ended there. Vasquez should have been gone. There's no, I mean, come on. Even if that was just the first pitch, I feel like I'm pretty good at seeing when a guy is throwing in a certain direction and then, he just absolutely, I mean, the way he missed, the way he finished, it looked like he stepped right to him to hit him. He wouldn't even talk about the pitch before, missed him. It was, should have been gone. Dave Roberts, there's no way Dave can stay in that game. He has to be thrown out because to me, it wasn't handled well by the umpires.
You're exactly right. Dave's got to go. Dave's got to defend his star.
Yeah, of course.
My star got hit. You're giving us a warning because you know what Dave was going to go do.
Oh, yeah.
Probably going to hit Manny. Probably going to get Manny. Probably going to go out. Manny or Tatis is getting one.
So you think they're going to go back at them again?
No. I'm saying.
No, now it's done.
If there was no warnings issued, Manny or Tatis was getting one.
Right.
Fernando,
is it done now? Or does this continue?
It's got to be over now, but all it takes is one guy to let one ball get away and somebody get whacked, and then guess what? It starts again.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Padres, because the Padres don't want to, they want to show that they're not scared of the Dodgers, and they don't want to be disrespected by the Dodgers. So if they get hit, Schilt learned from La Russa. La Russa was like, you hit my guy, I'm hitting 3 of yours. Right? And that's the way Schilt was brought up in the Cardinals organization, which is fine. But just know that I think it's done because the ejections and everything that happened last night. But if one gets away, could start again. And if someone gets hit, there's going to be some mouthy mouth because, again, the Padres don't want to be looked at as a little brother.
Yeah, it could be on again. Trip Gibson, by the way, tossed Doc, who, was the guy who told Max Muncy obstruction and had beef with some other coach that led up to that Max told us about. Who was it?
Dino Ebel.
Dino Ebel, right.
They did hit somebody. The Dodgers hit Iglesias later in the game, and they didn't throw him out. So I thought the umpires handled that really well.
They're not going after Iglesias.
They're not going after
Iglesias. Iglesias is not their target.
Yeah.
But then Manny, and believe me, I've been that guy that's gotten hit, and I've been pissed, and teams have been like, we're not trying to hit you. I know, but it still hurts. I don't want to get hit. Not that you're trying to hit me on purpose, but when they hit Iglesias, Manny came out and was like, oh, what about the warnings? Like, well, that's not why they have the warnings out. Guys can still get hit by pitches. You're not just going to throw them out. You just have to have some feel. So I thought the umpires had good feel in that situation.
There you go. And for anyone that doesn't think that the Padres were throwing at Ohtani on purpose, you're insane.
Yeah. Now, Trevino and Tatis, I don't know. He's hit him twice now. That's kind of twice in a week, so I get it. I don't think, but he just throws that turbo sinker that kind of gets away from him every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't think that Vasquez was throwing it right at Ohtani and he missed, he's probably never had to do that in his life. If you talk to a pitcher, and Krantz, I think you've probably had this conversation, and they say, it's so hard to hit a guy. I'm like, you can throw a strike down and away like 9 out of 10 times, but you can't hit a guy? All you got to do is like move it over a little bit. And they're like, it's so hard. I'm like, it shouldn't be that hard. You got a big target. They're like, oh, I throw it in and then he moves out of the way. All right, well, then throw it right behind him, and then they move right into it. Shouldn't be that hard.
It should.
A pitcher explained it to me one time. Like, I don't want it to look like I'm actually throwing at him. So they want to stride at the exact same place. Now, this was just one pitcher telling me this. They want to stride at the exact same place and yank it. And that's what he said is so hard. I'm like, just stride at the hitter. Everybody knows you're hitting them. Put it right, what I've always heard, put it right behind their butt, because nobody ever moves forward, and they'll just move right back into it, or they'll turn and their left butt cheek if they're a left-handed hitter, or their right butt cheek if they're a right-handed hitter.
By now you know that HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit and that you can choose from 60 recipes every week. But what you might not know is that AJ wants me to describe some of the recent meals that are on the menu. So here we go. Sun-dried tomato grilled cheese sandos. That was easy. Panko-crusted chimichurri barramundi.
Yes.
Let's go.
Nailed it.
That
sounds delicious too, by the way.
It does.
And listen, as someone that uses HelloFresh a lot, they come in these little bags with all the ingredients in a bag. You take it out of the bag. It gives you instructions, the recipes in there. You got to do a little cooking so you feel like you did some stuff. Highest quality ingredients, just delicious for meals.
That's right. Make your summer enjoyable and delicious by signing up for HelloFresh at HelloFresh.com/FT10FM and then get 10 free meals with a free item for life. That's HelloFresh.com/FT10FM for 10 free meals and a free item in every box, one per box with active subscription. Free meals are applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only, varies by plan.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.